Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome back to some more Hearts of Iron 4. We're playing as Sweden. This is episode 11. Welcome back to the campaign, guys. Now, it is currently the 18th of April, 1954. Yes, 1954. We ended the last episode in November 49, so it's been roughly nearly 5 years. 4 years since the last episode, and I've skipped. I played for about 2 hours and a half off camera simply because we have been in a long fought war on 3 borders. Obviously, the United States border here, and then the front, and then we've got the Chinese and now the British Raj front, and nothing fucking happened because we've got no manpower. It really does just suck, and it's just so boring to play. I can't imagine what it would be to watch, because we're just slowly grinding away the Americans and the British Raj. So I've skipped a little bit ahead simply because, like, we've only taken, like, just look at this, right? This is the line for the Axis. We're about probably here. We've only progressed like a couple tiles in the direction here after 4 years. Like, that's absurd how long this has taken. There have been ethnic Swedes who have been born and bred who are 4 years old in the state of Texas, because I did ask the Mexicans for it, Texas, and we also got New Mexico as well, because we're fighting so bloody hard in this. So, welcome back to the campaign, guys. If you still are enjoying this Swedish campaign and would like to see more, the best thing you guys can do is leave a like and a comment. So, I've got 3 front lines, 3 frontiers at the moment. We have the American frontier here. We have 106, we've actually got a lot more. So, roughly around about 130 divisions with Hulk Hoberg here and Rickard Ricken. So we have the blue division pushing north. We've just actually stopped the attack now because we just want to regather our strength a little bit. And then we've got 23 divisions pushing to the east coast here. Now, these armies, especially this one here, are made up of my own Swedish units. Then we've got Turkish and Mexican forces, because the AI tends to give me the command of forces. We've also got a fair few guys here. So we've actually pushed really quite well against the Americans. If you want to have a look at the current wars, we are very favoured to win at 70%. We just need to make the United States capitulate along with the British Raj, and then the Swedish and Danish war will end. We started World War II. We've killed 3.2 million Americans. 1 million from the British Raj. I think it's 2 point something from the UK. Yeah, 2.4. We've lost 1 million Swedes in this fight. We've lost more Swedes than the Germans, and the Germans have a massive population compared to me. 1.6 Brazilians have died, 1.2 Ottomans, still a fair few. In the, obviously, Japanese and Chinese war, which the Japanese are just fucking useless, they've lost 1.9 million. They got absolutely decimated. We've lost nearly 1 million of our own troops. Sweden only has a population of 7 million, and we've nearly lost 2 million of them to casualties. So we've got the Swedish here fighting on the front line. We've been dropping bombs left, right, and center, just trying to push through. Let's actually drop some bombs on America if we can. We haven't got air superiority, do we? Yeah, we've got 17 warheads in the bank. We should be able to drop them a little bit more. It just sucks, man. We've got just no manpower. So we're going to continue to push against the Americans. They're actually rather close to capitulating. They're at 88%. Right, so this is the American front here with the help with the Mexicans. There's even some Italians and Germans here. So let's push over to the Chinese front. We have 45 divisions. We are making some progression. I think we were like here last time. But to take like here down in 4 years, it's just so long. So we are fighting against the Chinese here quite well. And then over in India, in the British Raj, this is a little bit different because these are none of my own troops. These have all been gifted either by Afghanistan or Iraq. Now, obviously, Iraq and Afghanistan did flip. Iraq is now the new Persian Empire, which is really cool. New Afghanistan is the new Afghan Khanate. The Tibetan Empire here turned to fascism as well. And I love this as well. The Himalayan Empire here in Nepal, they flipped with us. So at the moment, we're still trying to get Bhutan on our side. But yeah, most of it is still Axis coloured. Just looking at the fronts here, we're trying to push against the British, but the British Raj. But even this is still tough. We've only progressed like just absolutely nothing. Switzerland's on our side as well. They managed to flip. I did start a coup in India, but it failed. We managed to have free India. That's quite cool. The fascists, and we have a chunk of their land here. I thought it would do a lot better than what I thought, because the British Raj is at 28%. When I did it was at 60, but yeah, they just got wiped out, so it was not really a point of showing it. I did ask Adolf Hitler for Victoria territory in Australia, and they gave it to me, which is quite hilarious. The Allies are actually making right, no, this is Portugal. Portugal's actually making some pushes here into the Dutch territories. All right. Unfortunately, as you can see, the French and Allied forces have taken a huge chunk of Africa back, and they're actually pushing really high up into Egypt and into Ankara in Turkey. But at the end of the day, I'm not the fucking world police. The German AI is just shit in this. They are absolutely fucking useless. Same with the Italians as well. So the Allies have taken... Well, I took most of Africa. I left them just with this tiny bit here to take while I focus on everything else, and they couldn't do it. Yeah, like I said, Portugal's on our side now. Greater Portugal. Allied forces are still here in Iberia. You'd think, like, what is the point of having all these guys here? Like, what? They have, like, over 2,000 divisions. It's just nuts. What else is sort of happening? So we're trying to push against the British Raj. What are they up to capitulating? 50%. So we're currently fighting on 3 fronts. We are taking the Middle Eastern troops here from New Persia and Afghanistan, and the Swedes have been given the command because we are pretty much the faction. Well, yeah, we're actually first here on... We started World War II, of course. Okay, as it says here, they are currently fighting with their faction, and will only surrender when all major members in this war have capitulated. Major faction members in this war are the British Raj and the United States. So we just need to take those two out. But 3 million Americans have died. That's so many. So what's happening down in Brazil? Yeah, they're not doing actually too good down here. The French and the British help with a lot of South African countries. South American. Bolivia joined the Allies, along with a fair few here. Did Ecuador join the Allies? No, they're neutral. Colombia joined the Allies, and so did Venezuela. We're still trying to boost in where? We're still trying to boost in Chile, Ecuador, Iraq, the Himalayan Empire. We should be stopping the Himalayan Empire, Tibet, and Uruguay. Himalayan Empire. Oh no, well, we still want them to flip. They still haven't joined the Axis. I don't know why the Arabic Empire hasn't. We really need them, and maybe Yemen and Omar. But the Brazilians aren't doing as well as I thought. So we just need to take out the United States, which is going to be tough. The Free American Empire has some troops here as well. We've done a lot of civil wars in this series, but yeah. Let's continue on. Let's start and press play. But for 4 years, 2 hours and a half, I could have spent like literally the next 4 episodes taking that small bit of ground. And like I said, I thought it was boring to play, let alone you guys watching. It's just minor victories, waiting for a gap, waiting for a hole, and just pushing. Like, okay, there was a gap there for a small second. We're just going to hold the attack for a little bit because we actually just stopped. So we continue to push against the Chinese. The Tibetan Empire actually capitulated here. But it's great to see that there's actually Swiss troops here. There's actually German troops. If we can just connect these fronts, we'll be probably laughing. Here is Switzerland here now. Check out the Swiss flag. That's quite funny, bringing them in. But, like, I don't have the manpower to stretch myself over all these fronts. Like, what's the fuck? Like, it just frustrates me. Like, what are you doing? Just move troops down here to help. Yeah, Drongos. And at the end of the day, I have been a little bit more aggressive with this other army here, with only Afghanistan and Persian units, because I just really want to try and knock out the British Raj. How's it going over in the Americas? We want to sort of wait until it gets back into our balance of power a bit. We're doing well. We only need to take well, yeah, the United States is at 88%. The British Raj is at 50. It's because we've just killed so many of them. We did it in the last episode. I think we like surrounded and killed 30 divisions on camera or something. So we have been smashing them royally. But if I was to go for an attack now, it wouldn't be in my favour. Enemy has superiority over. Do they? They've brought in their planes, have they? No, but we've got like no manpower either. It is flickering a bit. But yeah, 1954. It's nearly been... Actually, it's not 5. It's nearly been 10 years since World War II finished in real life. Man, that's crazy. Tech tree-wise, we've basically done everything. There's like a paratroop here. I don't know if it's like Civ. If you do all the tech tree, you can... Isn't it if you research everything in Civ, you win the tech tree? Isn't that a victory condition? I think so. Maybe I'm just talking out of my arse. I don't think we're going to need rocket artillery, even though it's probably alright. We've pretty much done most of the stuff here. Yeah, just stuff we haven't done. Probably not going to use heavy bombers or any of this other sort of stuff. Air doctrines, we're basically done. Engineering, we're basically done as well. In industry, we're basically done as well. We're still going with anti-resistance. I did actually get some manpower back. I changed my division templates for my cavalry because there was, what, 3 cavalry units in each. I swapped it to just the 1, and that gave me a little bit of manpower, but it just got gobbled up instantly. There's a couple of ways I can get more manpower. I can obviously disband my air force, but we need an air force desperately if we're going to actually try and bomb some more people. I don't have the biggest of fleet, but obviously looking at my manpower, I still have 77k in my navy, 28k in my air. We have only 400k in the field and then 50k in training. We have a population of 8 million. Now, I was actually toying with the idea of releasing... okay, probably go with gentle here, actually. I was toying with the idea of releasing Azerbaijan, Armenia, and Georgia. And doing so, because what I should have done with some of these countries is I should have puppeted them to get their population, because they're technically not fighting for me at the moment. Well, not all of them. So, okay, for example, I puppet them. What I could do is... no, I couldn't. That was the problem, wasn't it? I don't technically border with these people, so then it would automatically be drawn into the Swedish and Danish war, which is what I wouldn't want to do, because I want to puppet these guys, and then I wanted to declare war with them and puppet them instantly, but I couldn't do that without drawing them into another war. So let's just continue on. How else are we doing here? The French have a territory, but I'm sort of hoping as well, we'll just... I still think we should attack, even though we're not favoured. Just push for the attack. Maybe this will encourage the other... Because we've got Hungarians, we've got Germans, we've got a lot of other countries here helping to fight, so just push for it. How are we going in China? We are making some ground. It's going to be a lot easier there. We're not fighting in these just sort of northern pockets which are a fucking pain in the ass. Now, this is a little bit deceiving here. Forces comparison, we are the stronger. However, if we attack, it's still an estimated plan value of -80, and it's still to our disadvantage. We're still crossing large rivers and such. Here, I don't think we even are numbered, no. We want to just try and... push them as best as we can. If we push from this side, can we win? How about here? Push from these two sides, so we're technically surrounding them. 7 divisions of the Svendenreich. 2. Swedish Reich. Yeah, we're not going to be able to win that. Now, these guys aren't the best troops, of course. They are Persian and Afghanistan. They don't really have the sort of military prowess we do. The Americans are pushed up on their border a lot more. We could... yeah, we're just not favourable for the attacks. We might as well just sit back a bit. We were before. The thing is, Hearts of Iron AI has a tendency, if you're sitting on the borders with them for a long time, they just tend to give up and think, yeah, this is moving, let's just try it. This is not working, let's try and do something else. I want to try to push to North Carolina and south. Didn't Abraham Lincoln have a famous quote? No, it was Jackson. If we lose Jackson, Tennessee... the war will be over. Or what's the point or something. I read it in the American Civil War campaign, I did. Right, what else is going on here? There was a couple little invasions. Yeah, so they're still trying to do more invasions. It's great to see the Portuguese actually taking this territory in the Pacific. We have Papua New Guinea, but the Australians invaded there. They're trying to invade France. Bombay. Division 1, what? Oh, they're the divisions on it, right. Wait, why is there so many stacked here? What? Hang on a minute, we're gonna have to redo this. Why is there so many on this? Make a front. Why? Yeah, why? Hang on a minute. Why is there so many stacked here? That's not anyone else's lines. Why is it so thick? Oh, these are other divisions, I think. Oh, the Himalayan Empire's joined the Axis. Perfect. Now they can actually... Oh, no, what I'm saying is, I've got that ticked. That's why. Ah, foolish me. I could see everyone else's front lines in here. I was thinking, fucking hell, that's a lot of shit. But now that now that the Himalayan Empire is with us, now we can actually push through the Himalayas. That'll be good. And we've been called into the war. However, China is pushing. I think Tibet capitulated actually, so they smashed them from this side. So, like I said, 2 hours and a half of this. I thought, fuck, I'm not gonna record that. It's just gonna be boring. But I do want to show you and let you experience some of this just mass. Sort of just line warfare, which is just nuts. Right, we want to make an offensive line pretty much to the tip of India, I think. Most of the key settlements are down here. So let's go on the attack then. Just try and push them, hit them hard. We just need to get some footing here. There's no one in this tile, so go for it. You just need to look for spare tiles, because the AI sometimes just doesn't push down on it. Yeah, go for this here then. Push down into that. Get the mountain troops to fight down in here as well. Right, how are we going here in America? Still a lot of troops on this line here. But like I said, we currently occupy the state of Texas, so... Ethnic Swedes would have been born here, and they're like 4-year-olds, little toddlers. Right, how are we doing against the Chinese? Just fighting a really hard fight here. I think we lost that engagement there anyway. How, like, why are you letting them get so much ground here? Come on, Italy, what the hell are you guys doing? Nationalist Spain has some. Oh my god. South Africa is slowly but surely coming back. Portugal's like massive, isn't it? But just looking at the world map now, we're still very strong. We need to get more South American allies here. We are still favoured to win the war. The United Kingdom has a very decent chunk in Iberia now. There's actually Tibet troops fighting in here. Surely it's not 70 divisions. Surely it's just bugging out a bit. Right, how are we doing fighting here in the Himalayas? It looks like China's really pushing through here. That sucks. The Himalayan Empire has capitulated. So in flipping Tibet and the Himalayan Empire, we've really just strengthened China through here because, yeah, I'm surprised these two wars aren't combined. They're not allies, I don't think, China and the Allies. America's at 88% capitulation. I guess we could go for a push, even though it's not really in our best interest. We've got an unresolved naval result here. Yeah, it's like I said, it's not really in our best interest to do so, because they do have superiority. I guess we could try and do it, but Yeah, I think the Americans have sort of got their shit together here. Like I said, it's just small victories whenever I can. When they move their units or they just like try and throw units at me, we just slowly sit back and kick them out. Like, I don't know how much troops they have left here. It's only on service by requirement. It's only on 10%. Recruitable population, 80k. No, they've still got a fair amount of manpower. But still, 3 million Americans have lost their lives. We should need to continue to whittle them down a bit until this gets... Oh, okay, China's not... China might be a bit in our favour. Let's push for it then. Trying to get some ground against the Chinese. We're winning a couple of these fights here on the right-hand side. Up in the north is always the pain in the arse. We don't have enough planes to really help. Whoa, okay. Fucking hell. Oh, the British Navy just rocked up. Oh, the American Navy. We lost a lot of ships there. It's because of their naval bombers. Just absolutely wrecked me here. In my own territory. Fucking hell. Oh, shit. I don't think they'll ever come to me here. Did my whole navy get wiped out? It did too, because we were on search and destroy in the British Channel. Fuck, that has been there for so long in the British Channel. Holy shit. I had them on search and destroy because I didn't want, shit. Put them on convoy escort. I didn't want the English occupied island here to go to invade Scotland in the north, because they have like 10 stacks here. I tried to invade it, but I couldn't. Naval invasion. I've got my bigger navy here on convoy escort, because you need a navy though, because you need to I need to ferry my troops over from Europe to America, which is always a pain in the ass. Right, we're not winning now. Let's just halt the attack, I think. I think we might have taken one small bit of ground, like here, but... yeah, in the grand scheme of things, not too much really has happened. We're going to continue to push against the British Raj as quickly as possible, but there's just a lot of... yeah, we can't make peace with China. We can't force it because we're technically not the faction leader. Offer peace. War has only been raging for 1 to 6 months. You are not a war leader for the losing side. War score is in favour. Must be at 50%. Yeah. So, we're going to continue to fight on the border here with the British Raj under the command of the Swedes. They have Afghanistan and Persian units. Okay, looks like Iraq's just flipped. But we need them to join the Axis. The Italians might be getting their shit together a little bit here. Not looking too good down in South Africa. Axis and yeah, right. Guys, unfortunately, it's time to end the episode here. Thank you very... oh, we can bomb some places. Yeah, let's do it then. Let's bomb the hell out of New Orleans, Louisiana. Let's bomb just as many of these territories as possible. We have 6... excuse me. Nearly burped. We have 16 divisions. Sorry, 16 bombs. Let's bomb Toulouse. Let's try and bomb just the absolute fuck out of them. This is what's helping as well. That's really dropping their national unity. We can't bomb into Nevada, but we can into Utah. We can't bomb into San Francisco. So let's bomb the United States once more. Come on, where are the bombs? Here we go. That's what I'm talking about. Holy shit. Raining fire and death upon the enemy. You'd think that hit my troops as well. But we're really just destroying their infrastructure. That's what the Hearts of Iron bombs do. And drop national unity. Did that actually drop their capitulation rate? No, it's still the same, I think. Yeah, but that's still going to fuck their supply, though. We could go for a push now that we've just weakened them from nukes. Surely it should be able to help for a bit, but... yeah, we're not really winning on this right-hand side. Not as much as I would like. Yeah. It's tough, man. It really is a tough war. We won't push for our right flank here. I've obviously got my biggest army here with 102 to push north, and then I've got the 23 divisions here ready to push against the key East Coast states. We are winning in a couple of bubbles here and there. We're nearly on the doorstep of San Francisco. I think they've pushed me back a bit there. We're defending here. We've pushed here. If we can win just a couple more spots. Right, we've just dipped below 100 then. We lost 5 divisions in that push. But has that pushed them down to capitulating at all? 89. We only need 10 more %. Maybe a naval invasion could help. I did try that. If you guys can remember. It didn't work so well, but we only need to take a couple of key cities. Maybe we should then. It's going to be tough to get. We do have naval supremacy here, though. We might be able to get aerial. But yeah, guys, I'm going to have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Check out my social media links, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. If you guys want to get yourself some cheap and reliable games, maybe even Hearts of Iron, check out my G2A affiliation link in the description below. We're going to continue to be pushing upon the Americans once we've finished off with them and the British Raj and China. Hopefully, we can end the wars, do the war room, and maybe start another Hearts of Iron series. Let me know in the comments what you'd like me to replace this campaign with. But if there's a huge time jump in the next, don't be surprised because, like I said, it's taken 4 fucking years. Like 2 hours. I was like just playing this, so I just chucked a podcast on, and I was just like listening and doing a bit of editing on the side as well on my other monitor. And just paying attention, but like it's just so fucking tedious because we've got no manpower. We can't get any more. Sweden only has a population of 8 million. The other factions are being just awfully retarded. It's just very time consuming. Very enjoyable though. I really, really do love this series in all of it. It was just obviously just that this war is just taking so long. It's nearly the bloody 60s, and we're still fighting with World War II tech. Nuts. Adolf Hitler is still alive. Who's the President of the United States? Harry Truman. What about Australia, actually? John Curtin. But regardless, thanks for watching. Hope you still are enjoying this Sweden campaign. World War II is still raging halfway through the mid-50s. Hey guys, welcome back. Now, I was planning on ending the episode here. However, I was just playing a little bit off camera. I've only skipped a month. I managed to take San Francisco and then the United States capitulated. So I'll just chuck this in at the end. Like I said, we were fighting heaps. I only played like 5 minutes on camera because I thought the war was going to go on for like a hell of a lot longer. Actually, I've just finished it in this episode. I've taken out the United States. We still have to take out the British Raj. Fezi Kamak, this is a little bit weird, but has announced that the cowardly American nation could no longer withstand the pressure from the overwhelming Turkish forces through the country. Which doesn't really make much sense. Maybe there was heaps of maybe heaps of Turkish died to them. I don't know. The American government chose to flee the country and has gone into exile. Their main forces have capitulated and the Neo-Ottoman Empire is now in control of the home area. Through the war against what remains of the Allies continues. Elsewhere, this is a great victory for the Axis, and as you can see here, half of it has gone to the Mexicans, half of it has gone to the Swedish. The Free American Empire has a chunk, and the Ottomans. Obviously, this will all be divvied up upon the war room, but the United States has capitulated, guys. How awesome is that? So, we've still got a couple of Canadian forces we're going to have to deal with. We're going to have to deal with Canada. I don't think they're going to last very long, but we've taken out the United States, which is huge. It's still 73%. We just need to take out the British Raj now, and I do believe once we do that, World War II will be over. The Swedish-Danish war will be over. We've still got to take out the Japanese and Chinese, but now that we've finished with the Americans, who would have thought the Swedish would have been taking the charge against them? Still 1954, 6th of August. It was like the 17th of July when I ended the part, so roughly around about a month. So now this has freed up a lot of divisions, which is really, really great. I wonder if the Ottomans will give me parts in America. No, they're not going to give it to me. The American Empire might not. So what American states did we get? We got Texas. We got Colorado. Oh, yep. Got to get that 420. Awesome. what else? I'm sure there's some pretty more other legal states in here. New Mexico, Kansas, Nebraska, South and North... Oh, no, we only got South Dakota. We got Minnesota, Iowa, Wisconsin, Illinois, and Indiana. That's not bad. That's not bad whatsoever. Not a bad chunk. I reckon the Mexicans will give me some states, though, if I ask. Yeah, what do we want from them? Can we get Utah? Will they give me Utah? Yeah, they gave me Utah. I'll try and gobble some more states off them. However, it's all going to go to the war room now anyway, once the war goes over, and we're going to be able to divvy it up between all of the fascist countries. But the Axis now occupies nearly the entirety of North America. We're going to have to push up and take out Canada. But now that we've got 100 and so divisions free, we can focus on the British Raj, which we're still fighting for. Nothing really has changed up here, but we've taken out America. That's really, really huge. But thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. Really close cinematic shots here, pushing through the bridge. Oh, look at... That was probably the shot of the video there.